Yo, what's up? Today I just wanted to talk about this weapon here, the Rad Hand. Personally think it is the most OP weapon in the game in general. But there's also a couple of reasons why if you don't want to use this weapon, you should still get it. It's for free. If you do Anazzo's quest in the Diver's Row area from the Gauntlet, he tells you to kill a Wizrak, but you can just go talk to Wizrak, let him know about the plot. Excuse me. Sore throat. Yeah, and the Wizrak will tell you you need the quest to get medicine for Drowner's Lung. You get that quest in the Gauntlet from a priest. She's like in the south area of the map, in a hut, in a house, whatever you call it. And yeah, basically, if you talk to Anatsu first, you could either pay him 800 coppers, or you could agree to kill a Wizrak. And I don't think you even need to agree. He just tells you about it, and you can say like I see or something like that, and you'll automatically get the quest updated. And you go to Wizrak, you let the Wizrak explore your thoughts, all that shit, and finally, as long as you don't take any aggressive options in the dialogue, it will tell you where the medicine for Drowner's Lung is hidden. And in that same room, if you have 12 mechanics at least, I think it's 12 for when you have lockpicks, and at 13 if you want to do it without lockpicks. So if you have 12 mechanics at least, you can open another chest in that same room, and you will get the Rad Hand for free. You can also buy it for 10k from Anatso, but obviously it's better to get it for free. So the main reason I'm talking about this weapon today is the upgrade double tap. Destroy lower level vessel on second consecutive hit. So you have to hit it 2 times in a row, and it just goes boom. Which is really strong, specifically against Risen of all kinds, especially the dreaded Risen Armsman. There's also some vampires this works against, but if you have level scaling on, only scale upwards like I do, then you will have a couple of vessels you can't destroy with this. You will have a lot of vampires you can't destroy with this. But if you don't have upscaling, you can destroy a lot more vessels if you're max level. So for example, the ancient vampires, if you're level 18, you can destroy them, but only if you don't have upscaling, because if you have upscaling, they will be level 20 plus, and you can't destroy them. And also the same goes with the dragon from the DLC. If you don't have upscaling, you can actually destroy it with this weapon. If you have upscaling, you won't. I'm not sure about the Guardian of Ukaizo. If you don't have upscaling, you definitely also can destroy it with this weapon. And if you have level scaling, I have no idea. I haven't tried it yet. And yeah, as to vampires, are shown as level 8. But there is some vampires that you can't destroy with it. On the Splintered Reef, there's like 3 or 4 vampires scattered over the area that will instantly die to the weapon, but there's also a lot of vampires that won't. And yeah, Risen Armsmen, they're level 10. I don't know what level you need to destroy them, but my test character right now is level 20. I'm playing a TCS on stream right now, and just so I know what I'm doing, I made this character on the side who isn't TCS, so I can test out stuff with it. Let's dive into it. Just to show Okay, so there's a risen soldier over here.
You can't win.
And yeah. The risen soldier is gone. And then there's the risen armsman. There we go, risen armsman is gone.
You can't win.
There's a risen priest. Oh, I guess I didn't hit it. Probably want to kill the mage
You
first.
can't win.
Oh, I can't reach it right now.
You can't win.
There we go, that was that mage.
You can't win.
Oh shit. I always have to be careful about arcane dampener taking away my white leaf. Yes, it did.
Death to our enemy.
Okay. So, let's get rid of the champion first, I guess.
Done.
So yeah, if you miss, it obviously won't work. Okay, there we go. Champion is gone. So yeah, the main problem is if you miss, of course. So you shouldn't pick fights where the enemy just has much higher deflection than you can hit. Okay, there we go. That was a destroy.
You can't win.
There we go. Insta-gib the priest as well. And against these guys I wouldn't need it, of course, but I want to show one more thing about this weapon. So this weapon right now is bugged. The weapon has a side effect that if you kill enemies with this weapon,
Should have run.
you get a stacking bonus to the damage. And the interesting thing is, this stacking bonus does not only apply to the Rad Hand, but it also applies to anything else. And it lasts until the next rest. And I personally always play with very low rest, like I rest once or twice at the start of the game. But then I want to try and get all the per rest bonuses that you can get only once, like Nature's Resolve and a couple others. So at the end of the day, I try not to rest as much. And if you do that with a Rad Hand, if you kill several enemies with a Rad Hand, Bloodstained Hands will actually start stacking up, and it will start stacking up more than 20%. I think I accidentally cancelled my bonus I had when I went in here, because if there is a wait in a dialogue, you cancel. Sadly, that I think that's a bug right now, but it has been in the game since the game came out, and pretty sure people reported it, but it's still in there, so you have to assume, sadly, that the bug will stay in the game. Yeah. Let's reload some earlier saves. I have actually no idea when this applied, but it's always sad to see if it happens. I try to avoid all scripted interactions. But yeah, it has nothing to do with the weapon itself. That is just obsidian things. Okay, I'm very positive I still had the damage here. This is a little bit inconvenient, but I mainly wanted to show off the vessel destruction, of course. Alright, there we go. So as you can see here, 20% Bloodstained Hand. So this is what you're supposed to get. You're supposed to get 1% damage dealt on kill and the rest. And it stacks 20 times. So at the end of the day, you're supposed to get plus 20% damage, and you get it with any weapon you equip. You also get it with spells, and you also get it with scrolls and grenades, everything. But yeah, right now, this is bugged. So if you don't rest for a very long time, or you don't run into one of these dreaded interactions where your rest bonus gets taken away and you don't even know why, then switching to your normal regular weapon, if Rad Hand isn't your main weapon, but if you're just using it to kill vessels and get the damage bonus. So once you switch back to your main weapon, you run around for a while, maybe you have to travel as well, I'm not quite sure what you have to do, but eventually you will start getting additional bonuses on top of the first 20% you get. And that is a bug right now, and hopefully it will get fixed, because as you can see I have a massive damage bonus here just from the Rad Hand, because I killed some vessels with it. Of course you can always rest to reset it, but if you have the same approach I have, you get 10 accuracy from Nature's Resolve, you get plus 50% healing from Dawnstar's Blessing. These are all one-time things you can get, and if you rest, you lose them. So I never rest, but yeah, as we saw with the other save I just loaded where I killed the vessels, you can just accidentally lose those bonuses, which is really sad. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about the Rad Hand. So very, very nice weapon. Once the bug gets fixed, right now it's super OP because you can stack damage endlessly. The kills also count on barrels, so if you destroy a barrel it will count as a kill, you will get 1% damage. But yeah, once it gets fixed, still an awesome weapon. You can get 20% damage for all your other weapons, even if you don't plan on actually using the Rad Hand. And you can just destroy all those nasty Risen Armsmen, Risen Mages, Risen Priests, all the super annoying enemies. With level scaling, these enemies are just, they mess with you. Like if there's 2 or 3 Risen Armsmen, it's almost GG if you're solo. Yeah, and that's all I wanted to share. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and see you next time.